Oh man, I had this Godzilla figure for God knows how long. I think I got this in October. It's now May 2025. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this already. I think this is like hard to find in stores anymore because they're sold out. Evolved Godzilla from GXK, the new empire. I don't know. I know this is like a Bandai company, but what is the exact brand of this? I'm not sure, but it's kind of like a chibi figure here, a chibi statue. It's not really a figure, it's like a little thing it's like a Funko Pop pretty much. Here's the box. We have Godzilla on it, bursting out of the iceberg, stuff on the top. Then we have this side, very nice. You got the Godzilla font here. Get the statue or figure, I call it what you will. Then on this side, we have another angle of the glam shot of the figure. And then here's the back. It's basically the same picture as the front, but zoomed out and all the tech stuff is removed. And then here's the top, and then here's the bottom. Let's open this thing. Very excited to see what this is after sitting in the studio for almost half a year. There's not too much to actually talk about with this figure or bobblehead. I'm just gonna call it figure. Definitely feels like a chibi figure. You know those small figures with like the tiny bodies but big heads? That's what this kind of reminds me of. But this is not really a chibi figure. It just feels like a chibi figure. However, it does capture the accurate look of Evolved Godzilla from the movie. I tend to always worry when I see these Godzilla things, like, do they actually match their movie design? And luckily, this Godzilla does. And then they scaled it down and made him to a more smaller scale, a more cuter version, miniature version of it. Big body, kind of big head, you know. This is definitely a decorative piece. Obviously, there's no articulation, there's no playability with it. It's just there for the looks, for the display. So you put this on the shelf, it'll look great. You put this on a desk, it'll look great. You put this on a living room table, it'll look great. You put this in your mega Godzilla collection room, it'll probably stand out pretty well next to your other Godzilla figures. Or you can put this on the dashboard on your car. Granted, you should probably find a way to secure it on the dashboard, but I think it would look pretty cool. It seems pretty appropriately built to put on the dashboard of a car. Like, it's nice and simple, and I think that contributes to its cost. Now, I don't remember how much this thing is anymore. It's been many months. I've forgotten how much I paid for this thing. But I can probably assume it was roughly around the $30 range. But it was a little bit pricey, I will say, for what you get here. You're paying for essentially a miniature model. Granted, it looks great, but I just feel like it could have been toned down to like $15 or $20. I guess that's a little better. Now, you put this in like a souvenir shop, I think this would stand out well. This works as a gift or anything. And honestly, if you're a big fan of Evolved Godzilla, then this is definitely one to get. For starters, as I mentioned in the beginning, the accuracy of this design, pretty much it. The dorsal plates are nice and pink here. It's not glowing pink, it's like solid pink, but I think that's fine. The tail here is obviously a lot smaller, but you can see the pinkness of the dorsal plates continues onto the tail, and it shrinks, very small like that. Then you got the elbow dorsal plates, which look very nice. And then of course the face, yeah, look at that. You got the pink coming down his neck, his forehead, to his eyes, and then you have the inside of his mouth roaring. Honestly, I like the aesthetic of this. Very nice. And in case you're wondering, yes, there is the legendary Godzilla copyright stuff at the bottom. That is pretty solid. So scaliness, texture, feels like what you expect from a Godzilla miniature model. So honestly, out of 10, I'd rate this like a 9. This is pretty solid, but it is a little expensive. You know, it could always be a little cheaper. I just think this works as a decorative piece, more like a decorative piece rather than it being something to add to your collection. Like, it is obviously intended for you to add to the collection. This is for collectors, this is for Godzilla collectors, but I'm starting to see beyond its intended purpose. You can do other stuff with this. Like I said earlier, this works perfect for a car decoration. Put it on the dashboard, it'll look pretty nice. I only wish I reviewed this a lot sooner. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give that video a fat Godzilla size thumbs up and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. I don't know why I put on an accent there.